Guys, I'm here to get into a direct analysis of Dr. Strangelove, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, which is directed by Stanley Kubrick, released in the year 1964. Stanley Kubrick's directing is just wonderful in characterization by just transition of completely serious subject matter into a completely comedic sort of vision. And this turns out to just reflect on just all kinds of absurdity around the Cold War. This aesthetic value strongly faces out like that of a documentary with all this over the top sort of acting around themes of just power and just absurdity around just all sorts of harsh politics and around the Cold War era. And Kubrick felt that the color would have, he chose a black and white cinematography as he felt color would have detracted from the kind of realistic extent, which it is very tough to picture as being color, much how Raging Bull is. It's like Ned Wood. This is very distinctive. It's just, and Kubrick was just in a original perspective here. As again, he was in a completely comedic mood, and he was just open to all kinds of improvisation around a collaborative environment. And he didn't really like plan out everything like he generally did. He just kind of really let it kind of get loose with. And he wanted to get like the most. He had a bunch of usually a bunch of takes of like all the actors, and he would generally roll with whichever one was the most over the top of all. As he does this, it makes for such an atmosphere where like just a creative surprise could really emerge at any moment. And the way the War Rooms is shot, it's really timeless. In the collaboration with Gilbert Taylor on the cinematography, who just uses such specific lighting, which just overhears like a circular table, which is designed to make it look like it's almost like the display of like this just epic sort of game, and his characters are just literally gambling on the fate of humanity here. Like as Kubrick observes this happening, well, a plenty satirical kind of like perspective around just a lot of aggression, a lot of just frustration, and you feel like Kubrick's just really out to completely satirize a lot of these elements. As all these performances are just, again, they're just memorably over the top with just so many distinctive facial expressions. It feels like George C. Scott and Peter Sellers. They're very satirical in depiction. As it seems like the very things that were invented to provide security turn out to just lead to an ultimate, literally, little like destruction, to an apocalyptic extent. And characters are unable to control their impulses while in depths of power is what's displayed. And Kubrick kind of explores how this is best explored through a comedic. I think he actually realizes the substance value better from a comedic lens rather than a dramatic one. Which again, this is a shade of much like The Killing that reminds me a lot of Quentin Tarantino's directing. It really feels like it's ahead of its time, foreshadowing a lot of Tarantino perspective on everything. This is just completely groundbreaking from start to finish.